Hey everybody, NaMo here. Today we're looking at the next line of the Jetfire Evolution collection. As you can see from the very top of the screen, just this little general area. Ooh man, I am really bad at this. this general area right here. Let me circle this terribly. That's my Jetfire Evolution. We already looked at the Cyber Battalion, which is the worst of the five. Today we will be looking at the Thrilling 30, which is kind of tied for the second worst. I'll go ahead and tell you that the G1 will be the next in the series because he's kind of tied with the Thrilling 30, but he's higher in priority because he's the G1. We'll get into why I don't think he's the best of the line when we do his review, but today we are looking at the Thrilling 30, and we have lots of shiny chrome plastic. We have a very good Skyfire face. And then if you take this battle mask and put it on, we have a good Jetfire Macross face for it. But yeah, that little mask can pop right off. And there's two little slots on this gun that it just slides right onto. And this is a missile firing gun. There is the missile. There is only one that came with this, so I haven't lost any. I don't actually store it in the gun. I store it right behind these two turbines. You can't really see it unless you're looking for it. That keeps the spring in the gun. And when you store the missile in the guns, it compresses the spring. Over time, the spring loses its springiness. It doesn't shoot as good as it would. All these weapons, these guns on his wrists, these guns on his ankles, or his shins, they do all come off. They are a bit of a pain sometimes. We do have working landing gear on the side of his shin and a hole in this gun that it sticks out of. So you don't have to take the weapons off. You can keep him armored up, as you would say. These two up here in the back, they are a little bit easier to manipulate when they are pulled off. They do also remove. They do not come up and over as you would hope, but it would be neat if they did, but they don't. There are two little clips, as you can see back here, and the pegs right there. They just snap right on the back. These you do have. It has a turret. It has a turret so that they can move. Well, I'm way off camera. It has a turret so they can move. They can be up. They can be down. It doesn't really matter. I think it looks better when they are up. It is definitely cleaner when they are down, but I like to keep mine displayed as such. Now that's more for ease of transformation, as when you do transform him, you can have them faced the other way. I want to get this gun off here, because that is the only one you really need to remove. As far as articulation goes, he does have ratcheted shoulders, which he can do a full 360 if it wasn't for the wings in the back hindering that. He does have an inward and outward shoulder. Does bicep rotation. He does have a ratcheted elbow, but no form of wrist swivel. It really just sticks to the bicep swivel. He does have forward and backward with his legs. Again, the wings and everything kind of get in the way. The skirt gets in the way of his forward movement. There is no lifting a flap so that he could get more of a kick. He does have a ratcheted knee as well, and also a thigh rotation. Does have toe tilt, but no ankle rock. So it does not go side to side, it just goes up and down. He can look all the way up, and he does have a swivel for his neck. I do have an issue with this mold of the shoulders staying in place. This is also common in the Combiner Wars Skywarp and Thundercracker. Honestly, I don't remember if they made a Leader Class Combiner Wars Starscream of this mold. I don't have any recollection of it. Just know that they did Thundercracker and Skywarp. My son has the Skywarp, and these do not like to stay in place on that mold either. But as far as transformation, this may be a bit because it has been a while since I have done this, so you'll have to excuse me. But we start out pulling the cockpit down and the tail part up, not all the way, but up. Disengage the shoulders and pull the torso forward. Pull the shoulders up, and they will combine together. These clip together. These black pieces clip together. There's a clip and a hole, and a clip and a hole. It's kind of hard to see because it's black. There we go. Clip together just like that. Now you want to rotate the arm this way. We're going to pull the legs up, rotate them to the side. And the same over here. This is the creaking. always does me in with this. Okay, so rotate that bicep, move it down into the middle. Fold up the feet, rotate the feet up. And we bring this back piece up on the double hinge. So we push the feet all the way down and inside. Not just flip them up. There is a hinge. They go all the way down and inside. Now once we have this tail fin all the way flush here, so you can, let me unclip this so you can see it better. Once we have the tail fin all the way flush here, and these wings splayed out, there is a hole here and a tab here, and that will just go up and in. It's a little bit of a pain sometimes, especially when you haven't done this in forever. There we go. There's that one in. There's a little bit of finagling with these hips. There, everything is all together. Now, you want to flip these flaps. You almost didn't see that, because I am terrible at this. Next, we want to go to the back of the torso, flip these flaps down, and we bend it in. I do prefer to turn his head so you can't see it. And then it should these need to turn a little bit more. There we go. Yep. So the hips need to just rotate just a little bit more so that they can slide into there. Put the tabs down. And then you just want to close the nose cone onto the top. Flip these little fins up. Adjust the wings however you want them. They can be as far forward as you want. They can be as far back as you want. It doesn't really matter. It is your toy. Then we just attach these again. And like I said, you didn't have to remove any of the weaponry. It does make it a little bit easier on the arms, but personal preference. Let's see, there's working landing gear there, working landing gear here, so you can land him and roll him around. As far as this gun, the missile launching gun goes, take the battle mask, attach it to the gun, flip it over. There's a little hole right here, and we attach it there. It's a little wonky, but that is the official way it attaches to the gun, and that is Jetfire in jet mode. Now, as with almost every plane transformer, the underside is pretty horrendous. However, this top side and some of the side profile is actually incredibly gorgeous. This is really a beautiful alt mode. Now, the reason why I have the Thrilling 30 Jetfire such low on the list is because of the joints. A lot of hampering in the articulation in robot mode, a lot of creaking and just general unease in transformation and in robot mode. Oh yeah, this cockpit also does open up so that you can see the flight chairs in there and all the molded detail, which you can't see because my camera sucks. But as I was saying, he does have one of the better alt modes of all 5 of the Jetfires. This is a major drawback. If you don't remember to turn the head, he does have visible head syndrome. You can see his face. You can see his hands right here. For the most part, this does clean up quite nicely compared to some of the deluxe Combiner Wars plane figures. But I still don't like the underside. I don't like the creaking joints, the general tightness of the joints. They are all really tight, so if you're trying to do anything with him in robot mode, it's a struggle. Granted, they all are ratchet joints. They also creak, and when you're creaking plastic, it just, at least for me, it gives you this general sense of unease, like something's going to break. I have heard a lot of people say that they feel like they're going to break the Thrilling 30 Jetfire, the Combiner Wars Skywarp, the Combiner Wars Thundercracker. They are all the same mold. They all do have the same joints. They all just have the same issues. It's just a difference of head sculpt and paint. That's really the only difference between all of them. But this is definitely a figure to get because displaying him in either mode, he looks great. Trying to do anything with him in robot mode, it's a little concerning at times. But I do enjoy that the chrome painting has not flaked over the years. There has not been wear or tear of it over the years. As you've seen in the rat trap video I had, the chrome plastic of the transmetal rat trap is just flaking off terribly. So chrome painting, I'm usually not a fan of it because it does tend to flake. This has held up very nicely. So definitely worth getting, worth hunting, checking them out. All of them actually are. except for maybe Cyber Battalion. You might want to give that one a skip if you are collecting. We've already done a video on it. You can go back and see exactly why. But yeah, there is 3 more left to do, so stick around, continue watching for those. If you like this video, leave it a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me what you think of the Thrilling 30 Jetfire. Jump into the description. There is a link in there that you can click and go see all of my YouTube channels, all of my Twitter profiles, my Instagram, my Discord, my Patreon, everything I have that you can go click on, follow, everything like that. It's all in that one link. So go check that out. Especially my Patreon. As I've mentioned before, my Patreon will not be for funding my collection. It will be funding better equipment. I have an issue with my computer and its age, where every now and then while I'm recording, this thing just starts lagging. My video kind of cuts in and out. My audio gets behind by like 2 seconds. This camera, as you can tell, I don't know if you can see it on your screens or whatnot, but it's really grainy. It's not the best of qualities, so I need some better equipment to be able to do more of these videos in better resolution, things like that. My projects around the house channel, I would use that for funding the projects so that I actually am able to have more videos. Because if I have nothing to do, I have no videos to take. So I definitely recommend going and checking out my Patreon. There's 2 different levels that you could subscribe to if you want to. Other than that, share this video around, and honestly, thank you for watching. I appreciate every single view. I appreciate every single thumbs up. I appreciate every single comment. I love seeing people enjoying what I put out there, because I enjoy doing it for you, and that's exactly why I do it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me, and we will see you next time.